If you want to grow up into Christ in every way, then he must become master of all of your ways, all of your mind. That means more than just good intentions. That means you have the truth and you reject everything that conflicts with it. One of the big deals about truth is people are so hesitant to land on it because they're going to separate. They're going to draw a line. Well, if we come out and say that, if we just say that, then all these people will leave. Okay, let them leave. Because the goal is to make disciples. In making disciples, you're going to have people leave. But you know what? When you start having disciples, what's a disciple? I guess we have to define it again here. This is good. Luke 6:40, Jesus defines a disciple. He says, no disciple is above his master, but when fully trained or fully equipped, the disciple will become as the master. Jesus is speaking, of course, of himself and those who claim to follow him, those who say, I am following Jesus. Okay? So a disciple is one that can prove the will of God. If you can't flat out state what the will of God is, then you can't make a disciple. Because according to Romans 12:2, this is all over the place. I mean, you just quote scripture all day long. This is not the gospel just to quote scripture. The gospel is to destroy the power of death at every opportunity. But Romans 12:2 says, don't be conformed to this world. Okay, and I'll put in parentheses here, including worldly religious mindsets and activities and traditions and beliefs and doctrines of demons. The logical reasoning of man, it's invaded the church. Okay? Don't be conformed to that. Be transformed. That word's metamorphosis, well, where we get the English word metamorphosis, it means to change into another state. Okay? Be transformed. We're going from the state of a fallen man of Adam, and we're being transfigured, translated, transformed. All these words are great. These are great trans words. Into the state of the man of heaven. The man of heaven is Jesus Christ. He's the firstborn, he said, of many brothers. Okay, many just like him. He's a seed that bears an abundance of harvest, seed reproducing like kind. This is what the earth is missing. The effect of many sons, multitudes of sons, go into all nations and make these disciples, bring all nations to mature sonship. The goal of these sons, the effect of these sons, is that God's life rules over and much more than death is ruled. That's the effect. This is the kingdom Jesus came preaching.